Hi, guys. So, I definitely was not going to celebrate, but I just want to say thank you because I have reached 500 subscribers. Hi. And yeah, my friend said that I needed to celebrate, so here I am. I am celebrating, and I just wanted to talk about how my summer went, like recap, like everything that went on first, and then get into things that I have learned so far because it has been over a year now since I have started YouTube. I started August 1st, and fall has already started. It started Monday, I think. And yeah, I was like, no better time but the present. While I was preparing for this, I burnt up my greens. My house is smelling like burnt greens. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. But this summer I was so excited. I got to see the Melanie Martinez. Yes. Not no VIP or anything, but I got to be there. That's all that matters. I got to go to her trilogy tour. It was a birthday present. It was so amazing. I got to see when she was the creature. I wanted to go like during the Crybaby tour one. Didn't get to see that, but I was so upset. So it was just really nice to get to see everything all together. It was worth the wait. And then I also got to see Amelia Moore. I got to go to her concert. That was amazing. It was just amazing just to see her on stage and just hear her voice, how it just sounds just like the track. Her voice is so amazing. I wish that I could have what she has, but I'm thankful for what I have. But just all to say that her voice is amazing. It was so great to see her in person. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get into what I have learned so far in my YouTube journey. First, I wanted to talk about balance, finding my system, and beating perfection. In the beginning of my journey, I didn't realize how important balance was. I was just going, going, going. I feel like when I compare this process to like a pregnant lady. I've never been pregnant, don't have children, but I just compare. I love mothers. Like I'm subscribed to It's Judy's Life. Like been following her since before she had kids. So I love mothers. I love people who love to take care of children. I just love the I guess you would say matron spirit. I love that. So I always compared this process to that, what I've observed. And like right now, my Tamagotchi is evolving. Look at him. Look at him with his big lips. Yes, I have learned with my on a oh, I have learned I have learned with this little guy that you have to pay attention to his weight because the other day he just died out of the blue, and I just like, I've been taking care of you. He had full health, full health, full happiness or whatever. And I was in the kitchen and it was just going off like just I thought the devil had got up in there. I didn't know what was going on. I thought the battery had went out. I didn't know what was going on. But come to find out, you really need to pay attention to the weight. So I've been making sure to play with it so that I think the weight needs to be close to the baseline of the child or whatever. But anyway, so yes, going back to balance. So in the beginning of the journey, I feel like this whole thing has been like not birthed yet. So I feel like this 1 year is not even 1 year. I feel like next year will officially be like my 1 year because I feel like each year is like a process in the whole like development. So I feel like it was in the womb phase, and now I'm just experiencing it being birthed, if that makes sense. So it's not even one, so it's like only like a month, almost 2 months right now, if you can catch my drift. So what I'm saying is, like, I had to learn balance. So it's like at first it's just like you don't realize, I didn't realize just how complicated this platform was. And I feel like being thrown with now having long form and short form, like there's just so many things to learn. And then the balance of finding the balance of work and my real life, because it's like you're home and everything is new, and there's just like there's the comments, which I have somebody else who deals with that, and then there's the analytics, and then it's just like how it works and optimization and like what the platform wants, and the simple fact that I am not picking one niche. As you can see, I have multiple niches, and that will stay that way. That is something that I decided when I first started this, because I know how I am. I'm a person who is easily bored, and I'm very much so a creative person, and I love trying new things, and this is a way to keep me from getting bored. But how this platform works, especially now, is to niche. So the way that I niche is just I try to make sure that I'm organized, but with that is it's a lot of work because I am doing so many different niches. It can be hard to find the balance because each niche requires different things. So like singing and dancing for right now, because I don't have a designated room or anything for it, or like a perfect room set up so I can just film at whatever time of day. The best time is like when the sun is going down or when it's nighttime. So it's like I can practice in the day, I can do all the stuff in the day, but then I have to wait at night. So then it's just like it kind of got in the way of like me figuring out my balance, and it kind of threw me off, and I was getting exhausted. And then with the shorts and how that works, and it's just like you practice, but then you have to film, and then there's posting times and knowing what day to post, especially for shorts. And then I haven't been trained to dance, so then it's just like I was just being hard on myself, and it was just getting very overwhelming, and I got burnt out, and I got so burnt out, and I just had to really take a step back. And I'm still taking, like, I guess you could say a step back, but right now it's like I am gonna go into my next thing. I had to figure out my process. That's when I figured out that it's like I consider myself a creator because I'm a creative person and everything like that. But then I started learning, what does it mean to be a content creator? What does it mean to be an influencer? And it's like influencer, I feel like time is, I don't mind, and creators that sell products and stuff like that. I still watch them, but I wanted to bring more value. And I do plan in the future doing something that shows more things and the things that I like and things like that. But I definitely wanted to start my channel off more on a way that doesn't make people feel like they need to buy things and stuff like that, because I feel like we're in a time where consumerism is just like really, really crazy. And I just wanted to provide more value, things that don't require anything from the viewer other than or doesn't require the viewer to feel obligated to do anything or anything like that. But like I can't speak for the future, of course, because as it go along, like money is a true factor. I don't know why people get so frustrated with content creators, but this is real time that is being invested, and everybody would like to be compensated, but I would just like to do it in an ethical way. But yes, I definitely found that I am more of an artist. And what I mean by that is that I feel like content creator is like you look at what's out there, and then it's like there's a blueprint for a creator. It's like you niche, and within that niche you look at other people and things like that. And I always said that I didn't want internet life to be too much different from who I am in real life. And what I mean by that is like I wouldn't seek out to see what everybody else is doing. I feel like in real life that's like not being original, that's not being creative. And it's like I know like that's business and stuff, but I'm not a business person at heart. I'm a creative, I am a artist. That's like I do have a business hat. I do know how that goes, but I find that focusing too much on the business aspect kills the creativity and kills that joy inside of me, because it's like I can't be caring about what other people think about me, what other people are doing. I'm not trying to copy what everybody else is doing. I'm trying to do my own thing. And I can't do my own thing if I'm caring about somebody else's thumbnail. What are people talking about right now? And da 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 da. And it's like while I watch social media, I didn't want it started to creep in my real life where it's like, well, let me stay on top of the trend. It's like purposely doing it rather than me just being on TikTok, being fed something and be like, okay, that's a cool thing to do, or yada, yada, yada. But like actually seeking it out, it made it feel like a 24/7 job. And it went with the balance. It was throwing me off balance, but it was also taking me away from figuring out my process. And one of the things when it came with my process was the fact that I love the details, and focusing on like analytics and all the business part, it wasn't allowing me to like slow down. It was making me think too hard about things. And when you're being creative, you just kind of like have to like go with the flow and go with the process. And it was taking away from the process. Like in this journey, I definitely learned I love editing, and I like to add the sound and like all the little bells and whistles, but like that takes time. But basically in this journey I learned that I needed to be doing it for me. At the end of the day, this is such a long process. I needed to do it for me. At first, it was like, I want to, it's like, what's your why? I want to inspire others. I want to this and that. And while I still do, but by my why at first being so outward focused, inadvertently, I hope that's the right word. I'm over here using big words. I'm over here using big words. I hope that's right. Inadvertently. Anyways, clock me if you will. But inadvertently, it was making me care too much about the numbers. I still do care about the numbers. It's like that's a part of the game. It's not going to go away. It's in your face. I can't take away the subscriber count. I can't take away all the things that I really feel shouldn't really matter. I can't take it away. I have to deal with it head on. But so I had to do it for myself. It's like I need to like each video that I put up. I need to do it for myself first. Like I need to feel like I could watch my own videos, and then if I like it, then when my cup runneth over, hopefully it can help somebody else. It's like fill myself up and then keep pouring so then I can help somebody else, rather than pouring for the intention of filling up someone else's cup and then at the end of the day my cup being empty. And it's like that wasn't working. That led to burnout. But I feel like now it's still a process, because like I say, the process, I feel like I'm just really like a month or so in now that I kind of see how this whole platform works and ecosystem works, that If I do it for me, if I like the video, then that should matter. That should be all that matters. The last thing was I'm learning how to beat perfectionism. That critic be so loud. Learning how to celebrate my wins, and be okay with the things that I'm not so great at yet, but still being able to see what I can fix. Or it's like I could go back like over and over again. It's like the dance I just did, Meow. I could go back and fix that and do all that, but it's like that's why I like having different niches. For me, it's just so important for me, because I feel like if I had one niche, I would just be like, okay, let me do that again. But by having so many different niches, it allows me just to accept and live life and be like, hey, this is where I'm at. I did my best. And that's why I came up with 80% perfect and leave the rest for growth. And I find when I'm doing it, when I'm in the filming stage of the process, I'm like, fine. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's the editing stage, and I'm like, I hope that I got the best take, because I was like, I might have to. It's like, and if I feel like it's less than 80%, it's like 60, and it's just like, no, I'm on level 3, and I'm giving level 2. It's like, no, we'll scrap it. But I feel like the 20% is like when you're nitpicking, and it's like, it's good. It might not be the best, but it's like, sometimes you'll be like, oh yeah, but it's still, nothing's ever perfect, because there's always something to work on. I'm just learning that it's okay each one not be a banger. And I found the thing that you like the most, people don't care about that. The thing that you like value the most, people don't even care about that. The thing you just like, whatever, like my nasty girl video, it just blew up. That's when I had to pump the brakes, where it's just like going back to, I have to do it for me. It's like, I can't be on this hamster wheel. I will not be a cog. I will not be a cog in a machine. I want to provide value. I want to keep me intact, because I have found that happiness is found in the process, not outcomes. That's why I was making myself so annoyed. It's a tricky thing. You can say that you're like enjoying the process, but when you're irritated at the end of the day and you're just like burnt out and you just constantly want to quit, it's like you're not enjoying the process. And that's when like I realized that I was not enjoying the process. I was too focused on the big bear. Like I was talking about in my last video, I was too focused on the big bear, and I wasn't focusing on the things that I was doing in between that was preventing me from feeling excited at the end of the day. But yeah, I am learning how to have patience, because this is a marathon, not a sprint. And I have to be okay with not knowing everything. That just because there's Google doesn't mean that Google knows my whole life and what to do at every given moment. It doesn't have the answers for everything, and I just have to trust the process and trust my intuition that where I'm going and how I'm doing it is aligned with where I'm going, and that's it. And yeah, I just wanted to leave you guys with that. I was definitely all over the place, but this is going to be the video that I'm just going to edit it all up. And this is me enjoying the process. I tried to do a little script thing, but I got carried away, and I know I will get better over time. So yeah, hopefully I can cut this 35-minute video down into something that won't be so long. But yeah, I love you guys. I wanted to say that I'm so excited to be past 500 subscribers. And yeah, I will celebrate again when I'm at 1,000 subscribers, and hopefully I have learned something new by that time. Yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.